Hi there, my name is Diola. Thank you for watching my channel. Today's yoga class is going to be about relaxing. We're going to release all tension in the body, taking it slow and easy, breathing deeply. So all you really need is a mat and maybe a cushion. So the poses will be mainly for beginners. In some cases I give you modifications. If you like this video, please share it, like it, and of course subscribe to my channel. I'll be posting more in the next week. So get ready to feel renewed and rejuvenated after this class. Start the class today sitting in a comfortable cross-legged position, maybe on a cushion or on the floor. If you're on the cushion, try to come to the edge and lengthen the spine by lifting the chest up, softening the shoulders. Place the hands on the knees. Close your eyes. Just take a moment to feel the body. Feel the grounding from the sit bones and the lengthening through the crown. Bring the tips of the thumb and the first finger together in Jnana Mudra, facing down. Roll the shoulders back a few times to release any tension. You can also place the palms facing up if you wish. The Jnana Mudra facing down tends to relax and calm the mind. Taking a few deep breaths in and out. Feel the expansion in the chest as you inhale, and the softening as you exhale. Take a few moments to arrive in this space, in the present moment, to connect to any sensations in the body. You may take a deep breath in through the nose. And as you breathe out, open the mouth and breathe out through the mouth, releasing and relaxing the body. You do that 3 times, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Gently opening the eyes, bring the palms together in front of the heart. So acknowledge your practice today, honoring and respecting your practice. Releasing the arms to the sides, and if you're sitting on a cushion, you can come to the floor. Placing the hands on the knees, we're going to roll circles with the upper body, exhaling as we fold forwards, and inhaling, reaching back. Gentle circles, feel the movement in the hips. Twisting. Just going as far forwards as it feels comfortable for you. Roll the opposite way. You may close your eyes and feel any parts of the body that may be feeling tension. Just try to soften and relax as you breathe deeply. You can also place the hands on the shins. That feels more comfortable. Coming back to center, we're going to do a variation of the cat-cow while seated. As you exhale, chin to chest, round the spine. As you inhale, roll the shoulders back, lift up, lengthen. Moving the spine back and forth, rounding, arching. As you exhale, and opening up the opposite way. As you inhale. A few more times back and forth. Feeling the stretch along the whole spine. Try to breathe in and out as much as you can. Keeping the eyes closed when possible throughout the class helps you to relax even deeper. Straighten the legs, opening them a little wider apart, just circular movements with the ankles in both directions. Release any tension in the legs and the knees. Crossing the legs again. We're going to release tension in the arms as we open up. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, bring them down. Cross the wrists in front of each other. Spread the fingers. Push the hands back. Open the chest. Feel the movement in the shoulder blades. Big circular movements with the arms. Deep breaths in as the arms go up and out as they come down. We'll come on to hands and knees. Placing the wrists beneath the shoulders, palms facing down, spread the fingers. Stretch in the full cat-cow. Exhaling, rounding the spine, arching, chin to the chest. Inhale, bring the shoulder blades together. Open the chest to look up, tailbone goes up. Continue for a few more breaths. Back and forth, flowing with the breath. Try to keep the arms straight and the knees beneath the hips. Feel the stretch in the back and the shoulder blades. As you exhale, the shoulder blades move apart, they stretch open. As you inhale, the shoulder blades come together. Tucking the toes in, sit back onto the heels. We'll do circular movements with the upper body. Feeling the stretch in the sides of the body, maybe in the glutes, in the bum, going in both directions. Just rolling. We'll turn the palms Fingers out to the sides, fingers are facing the knees. We'll do the same circular movements with the upper body as you sit back onto the heels, being careful to sit as far back as feels comfortable for you. You can also release the toes, have them flat on the floor instead of tucking them in. It tends to ease any tension you have there. So we're stretching the tops of the palms, placing them on the floor. For most, this can be also very intense, so just see how far you go with the circular movements of the body. Keep the toes tucked in, sit back onto the heels, and shake the hands out. If you can't sit back on the heels, just come a little bit more forwards, the upper body. Again, if tucking the toes feels too intense, you can release them flat on the floor. Next pose is the camel pose. To support the knees, you can roll up the mat. You'll still keep the toes tucked in, sitting up high. Raise the arms up as you inhale and reach back with the palms facing the lower back. We'll start with a preparatory pose. Just push the hips as far forwards as you can. Bring the shoulder blades together. Feel the stretch in the front of the body. Releasing the arms. Inhaling, raising them up. As you exhale, reach for the heels. If you can, reach for the heels. Otherwise, stay with the palms against the lower back. We'll stay in the full camel for as long as it feels comfortable for you. Try not to drop the head all the way back. Use the shoulder blades coming together as a bed to support the neck. Stretch the front and lengthen, pushing the hips forwards. As you release the pose, just sit back onto the heels. Notice that the toes were tucked in throughout to support the lower back. Releasing the toes. We're going to stay in Vajrasana, Hero's Pose, for a few breaths with a straight spine. Take a few deep breaths in and out. Next, we'll go into the counter pose, Child's Pose, Balasana. Just fold forwards, try to keep the knees together, bring the forehead to the mat, and the bum against the heels if you can. If this feels challenging, you can also place a cushion in between the legs. If there's any tension in the knees, use the cushion in between the legs. Placing the cushion under the bum for support. Staying here for a few deep breaths, breathing into the back, into the sides of the body, into the upper chest as the belly is a little constricted. Try to expand the areas of the upper body as much as you can with the inhale, and soften and relax with the exhale. Releasing, slowly lifting back up. Come back onto hands and knees. We'll do the puppy dog pose to stretch the arms, the back, the shoulder blades. So keep the knees beneath the hips. Extend the arms forwards, bring the palms together. And reach with the thumbs to the spine as you bend the elbows. Try to bring the chest closer down to the floor. softening and relaxing the upper body. Staying here for a few deep, long breaths, relaxing and softening with each exhale. You can also opt to straighten the arms, placing the palms on the floor. To deepen the stretch, you can place the chin on the floor looking up. Next, we're threading the needle, bringing the left arm under the right arm, perpendicular to it. And the right arm wraps around the back, reaching for the left thigh. You're turning the neck to face the right, with the head gently on the floor. Adjust till it feels comfortable for you, finding a twist in the upper body. You can place the left palm on the floor. Breathe deeply into any stretch you're feeling. You can also opt to keep the right arm on the floor straight. Releasing, bring the right arm back to the floor, palm on the floor as you lift up, back onto hands and knees. And we'll do a few cat-cows before doing the other side. So again, inhaling, lifting up, and exhaling, rounding the spine, chin to the chest. Press the palms into the floor, keep the arms straight. Wrist beneath the shoulders and the knees under the hips. Taking deep, long breaths. Getting ready for the other side. Coming down into puppy dog. Bringing the right arm under the left, perpendicular. Twisting the upper body, reach back with the left arm to the right thigh. Leaning on the side of the head, looking to the left. Adjusting as you see fit. Breathing deeply and comfortably in the pose. Allow the body to soften with each exhalation. Releasing when ready. Left arm on the floor, palm down, lift up onto hands and knees. Stepping back into a plank, transitioning down to the mat, coming to lay flat on your belly. Extend the arms forwards. We're going to move into the Sphinx pose. Bending the elbows, having the elbows in line with the shoulders, so 90-degree angle. Bringing the feet closer together. Relax the shoulders, roll them back, lift the chest, lengthen. Palms are facing down. You're looking straight ahead. Relaxing as much of the body as you can in this pose. Lengthening and lifting the chest and softening the shoulders. If you need, you can use a cushion or a bolster under the chest to support. So if you feel like you can't really relax without the cushion, use it as a way to soften more into the pose. You can release the head down if you wish to relax even more. Stay here, breathing deeply, remembering to soften and release any tension in the body as you breathe. You may lift up into the seal pose, straightening the arms. The fingers are pointed outwards a little bit. Arms are about shoulder width apart. Make sure there's no tension in the lower back. It's a deeper back bend, so be careful. If you feel this is too much, you can always go back into the Sphinx pose. Shoulders are soft, relaxed. Chest is lifted. When ready, you will release, bending the elbows, coming back to the floor. Removing the cushion if you used it. Just laying flat on the mat, forehead under the palms. Staying here for a few breaths. Feel the effects of the pose. When ready, lifting up and we'll roll onto our back. Lying flat on your back. Go into a counter pose. Bringing the knees together, feet on the floor. Bend the knees and hug them into the chest, into the folded pose. Interlacing at the wrist, or maybe deeper if you can, reaching for your elbows. Try to draw the chin down towards the chest to lengthen the back of the neck. Allow the whole body to soften and relax. Especially the chest is relaxed. The arms are relaxed. Relax your toes, your feet. Remembering the breath. The deeper, the longer the breath, the more relaxed you become. Especially focusing on the exhalation. making that longer than the inhale. Releasing the arms down to the sides. The palms are facing down on the floor. Drop both knees to the right side and look to your left. Try to keep the shoulders on the floor. Straighten the top leg and reach with the right fingers to the left toes. With a straight top leg gives a deeper stretch in the thigh. Breathe and soften as much as you can. And if you can't reach your toe, that's fine. You can just bend the knee and stay with both knees on top of each other. We'll come back to center and draw both knees to the other side. Again, you can either opt to straighten the top leg, or you can stay there where you are with both knees on top of each other bent. Make sure you're not creating any tension by reaching for your toes. If you can't reach the toes, just keep the knees bent. The idea is to relax as much as you can, so no straining. We'll release, bring both knees back to center, straighten the legs. Arms next to the body. Take a few breaths here. We'll sit up by placing the palms in the arch of the lower back, pressing them into the floor, lifting up into seated pose with the legs stretched out. I'll just turn to face you, or you can stay where you are. Stretch the legs apart as wide as you can. The legs are straight and the toes are pointing towards you. Inhale, raise the arms up, and exhale, fold the upper body forwards. So making sure you don't have the legs too wide apart that it feels uncomfortable, but wide enough so you can get a nice stretch at the back of the legs. So we're going to stay here for a little longer, so you can use a bolster or a cushion to support the forehead or any other props you may have. You can also opt to just allow the head to hang down. You'll find the length in the spine. Extend the arms forwards, placing the palms facing down on the floor. And just allow the upper body to soften and relax. Breathing into the stretch in the legs. Try to focus the attention to the tightness you're feeling. Using the mind, you direct the breath into any areas of tightness. Inhaling, opening up. Exhaling, softening and relaxing. You may eventually feel that you can go deeper down. Maybe you're flexible and you prefer not to use a cushion. Wherever you're at, make sure you can breathe comfortably without straining. You're able to relax and soften the whole body. Gently lifting back up, taking your time to digest the pose, to feel the sensations in the body. When ready, bend the knees, feet about mat width apart. Just drop both knees to each side, using the hands at the back for support. Releasing. And enjoying the effects of the previous pose. Now bring the soles of the feet together into a diamond shape, bending the knees. Have the feet about arm's length away. Lengthen the spine and fold forwards. You can wrap the hands around the toes and the arms on the outsides. If you can't reach so far, just place the arms wherever feels comfortable for you. You can also place a cushion in between the feet and the head. You can just allow the head to hang down, the upper body to soften without using any props. Breathing into the stretch you're feeling in the groin area, in the hips, in the lower back. So wherever you feel most of the tension, try to direct the breath into that area. Expanding as you inhale, and softening, relaxing as you exhale. Remembering deep, long breaths. When ready, slowly taking your time to come out of the pose, lifting back up. Taking a few moments to to enjoy the effects of the pose. Eventually straightening the legs. And staying seated with the legs stretched out, we're moving into the seated spinal twist, Ardha Matsyendrasana. We're going to bend the right knee and place the right foot flat on the outside of the left. You keep the left leg straight. That's a starter's beginner's pose. And wrap the left arm around the right knee. And the right arm wraps behind the back. So if you're a beginner, keep the left leg straight. So keeping the spine erect, try to lengthen the spine with the inhale and twist the upper body with the exhale. If you're more advanced, you can bend the left knee and bring the left heel close to the butt. You may also interlace the hands to bring in the left hand under the right knee and reach in with the right arm behind. So the full pose, make sure both sit bones are on the floor, spine is straight and soft, shoulders are relaxed. Continue to breathe deeply, lengthening as you inhale and softening as you exhale. Lift up as you exhale, twisting back to center, releasing the legs, shaking them out a little if you need. And when ready, we'll do the other side. Now the left knee is bent and the left foot on the other side of the right straight leg. And the right arm on the left knee and the left arm wraps behind the back. So again, stay with the straight bottom leg if you're a beginner, or if you'd like to go more advanced, bend the bottom knee, bring the heel close to the butt and make sure both hip bones are on the floor. If you can, interlace the fingers. Try to keep the spine straight and lengthened. Inhaling, lengthening, exhaling, twisting a little deeper. Never straining in this pose or any other pose. Try to keep the upper body as soft and relaxed as you can. The shoulders stay low, away from the ears. If you like, you can look forwards to the front shoulder if it releases any tension in your neck. Continue to breathe as deep as you can. Releasing the pose, turn in, back forwards, release the legs. Take a few deep breaths. We'll come to lay back on our mat, laying flat on the back. Bend the knees with the feet flat on the floor. Bend the left knee and bring the left ankle onto the right thigh. ideally somewhere in the middle or as far as you can get it. Interlace the hands on top of the right knee. So bring in the left hand through that hole in the left leg, and the right arm on the outside of the right leg. You can either interlace the fingers on top of the knee, or you can place the fingers behind the right thigh. And gently pull the right knee towards the chest and feel the stretch in the left leg, in the left hip, in the left thigh. Soften the shoulders and breathe into it. Directing the breath into the tightness in the left thigh. As you inhale, feeling the expansion. As you exhale, softening and relaxing the body. And ready, releasing the legs. You can straighten the legs, or you can keep the knees bent. Take a few moments to experience the effects of the pose. Just feel the release in the legs. When ready, you can bend the knees and do the same thing on the other side. So this time, the right ankle on the left thigh, interlacing the hands either on top of the knee or the back of the left thigh. The top of the knee is a bit more intense, to feel what works for your body. Keeping the shoulders and the arms relaxed, although you're gently pulling that left knee towards the chest. And we have Dutch joining us for some yoga. She loves to be in front of the camera. Bring the focus back to the breath. Breathe in as deep as you can into the stretch in the right thigh. Direct the breath to the stretch you're feeling, expanding the area in the right thigh as you inhale, and softening and relaxing as you exhale. The longer, the deeper the breath, the more relaxed you'll become in this pose. Try to soften the shoulders, the upper body, and the thighs. And stay in here for as long as you like, depending on how much tension you have in the hip area. You may want to release faster than I am. Please feel free to do so, always listening to your body and releasing when you feel you're ready. Take a few moments with the legs straight, laying flat on the back. I'm going to move into the final relaxation. Bringing the feet a little wider than the mat and the toes pointing out to the sides. Extend the arms up above the head, lengthen. Slowly slide the arms across the floor, bringing them closer towards the body. Leave a little bit of room under the armpits. Maybe lifting the pelvis off the floor to lengthen the lower back, bringing most of the back in contact with the floor. To lengthen the back of the neck, keep the head on the floor, draw the chin down towards the chest. And then release back to center. Your eyes are closed and relaxed, focusing the gaze towards the middle of the forehead. You can place the tip of the tongue against the gums of the top teeth at the back and try to keep the tongue totally still. This helps to quiet the mind. Bring your attention to the exhalation, allowing the exhale to be longer than the inhale. You're breathing out as much as you can. With each exhale, the body softens and relaxes. You try not to move the body. The only movement is in the belly as you breathe. Staying still, keep the mind engaged with the breath. Allow yourself the next few minutes of total stillness. Maybe pausing after the exhalation for as long as it feels comfortable before you inhale. Feel the stillness in between the exhale and the inhale. And never holding the breath for longer than it feels comfortable for you. But in that moment where we pause the breath is when the body becomes totally still, totally relaxed. Enjoy the next few minutes in total stillness, breathing out as much as you can. Slowly starting to move the body, gently wiggling the toes and the fingers. You're slowly coming out of a pose, bending the left knee, rolling over onto the right side, curling up into a fetal pose. Placing both palms under the head, take a few moments and feel that sense of contentment, santosha. Feeling the softness, the lightness in the body. When ready, slowly coming back into a comfortable seated pose. We'll finish the class with Brahmari breath, bee humming breath, placing both thumbs into the air to block off any sound from outside. Breathing in as you inhale through the nose, and as you exhale, humming. Repeating that 3 times. Inhale, breathing in. Exhale, humming. Eyes are closed, soften the shoulder, breathe in. Inhale. And as you exhale, hum. When done, bring the hands onto the knees. Feel the effects of that bee breath. Bringing the palms together, thanking yourself for today's practice. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. Hope to see you soon.